जय तुम्ही प्रेम हो, तुम्ही करुणा हो, तुम्ही प्रेम हो, तुम्ही करुणा हो, तुम्ही मोक्ष हो, मेरे सांब शिवा, तुम्ही मोक्ष हो, मेरे सांब शिवा, गुरु मात्र पिता, गुरु बंधु सखा, तेरे चरणों में
जग की रखवाले करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया, जग की रखवाले करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया, महिमा तुम्हारे है निराली जगदम्बे मैया, महिमा तुम्हारे है निराली जगदम्बे मैया, जग की रखवाले करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया। तेरी दया से जीते हैं मैया, तेरी दया से जीते हैं मैया, तेरे भरोसे चलती है नैया, तेरे भरोसे चलती है नैया, घर घर में तुझसे निराले जगदम्बे मैया, महिमा तुम्हारे है निराली जगदम्बे मैया, जग की रखवाले करने वाले जगदम्बे मैया। दुखियों के घर में सुख बरसा दे, दुखियों के घर में सुख बरसा दे, अन्याय जग की रखवाले करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया। महिमा तुम्हारे है निराली जगदम्बे मैया। महिमा तुम्हारे है निराली जगदम्बे मैया। जग की रखवाली करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया। जग की रखवाली करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया। जगदम्बे मैया। जगदम्बे मैया।
बोले उमापति महादेव की जय। नमः पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव शंभो। वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वंशी विभूषितकराणनवनीरदाभात् पीताम्बरादरुणबिम्बफलोधरस्तात् पूर्णेन्दुसुन्दरमुखारविन्द्रनेत्र कृष्णात् परं किमपि तत्त्वमहं न जाने। श्रीराम राम रघुनंदन राम राम श्रीराम राम भरताग्रज राम राम श्रीराम राम रणकर्कश राम राम श्रीराम राम शरणं भव राम राम। अतुलित बलधामं हेमशैलावदेहं धनुजवन कृशानुं ज्ञानिनामृगगण्यम् सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरा गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। बोले गणपति भगवान की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। सिया भज रामचंद्र की जय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम योगेश्वरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय योगेश्वरा शिव योगेश्वरा हर हर भोले
नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम
नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय
हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम Everybody please stand. हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय संसार सारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि नमः पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव शंभो काशी विश्वनाथ महाराज की नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव शंभो काशी विश्वनाथ महाराज की जय कोलापुर महेश्वर भगवान की जय बैठिए ओम नमः शिवाय 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 Everybody, let's start with Shiv Bhagavan. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Namami Shamishan Nirvana. Namami Shamishan Nirvana Rupam Vibhum Vyapakam Brahmaveda Swarupam Nijam Nirgunam Nirvikalpam Niriham Chidakas Vakas Vasam Bhajeham Namami Shamishan Nirvana Rupam Vibhum Vyapakam Brahmaveda Swarupam Namami Shamishan Nirvana Rupam Vibhum Vyapakam Brahmaveda Swarupam Nirgunam Nirvikalpam Niriham Chidakas Vakas Vasam Bhajeham Nijam Nirgunam Nirvikalpam Niriham साधकमिदं प्रोक्तं विप्रेण हरतोषये ये पतन्ति नरा भक्त्या तेषां शम्भुः प्रसीदता। बोले उमापति महादेव की जय। Om Namashivaya. This evening we will talk about the glories of Om Namashivaya, the greatness of Om Namashivaya. Sita, move the agarbatti. The greatness of Om Namashivaya. Every evening we are talking, just to start, we have to start up nice and slow. And so what we're doing yesterday, we did, everybody know what we did yesterday? I have to know if you remember, so I have to, if you don't remember, I have to go over it all again tonight. I have to read the whole katha, because it would be a waste of my time. You didn't remember. So what did we talk about last night? Huh? Manas puja. There you go. One person know. But if one person know, the rest, I still have to go through the whole thing. To be fair, they don't remember. Okay, so no, another hour and a half katha plus this hour and a half katha, 3 hour katha. When all of us done katha, we done katahar. We cook up and we all become nice and tasty. Now, yesterday we talked about Shiv Manas Puja. And Manas means what? Manas means mind, mental worship of Shiva. Because we talked about last night, not that there were a lot of old people last night, but we talked that, sometime in life we will not have the necessities for prayers, puja ingredients, our bodies will fail us, and so on. So what will happen? We will not have bilva patra, we will not have kheer, we will not have all these things. We will not have a murti, because if I'm stuck in my old home, my old age home, my children put me in an old age home, and I'm stuck there, I have no murti, I have no thali, I have no lota, I have no prasad, I have no kheer. So what am I going to do puja with? I have to pray to my Shiva every day. Atmaye namaha, Atmalingaye namaha. The only time I will be absent from his consciousness is when my Atma leaves my body. Other than that, and even to then, when Atma leaves the body, the Atma will become one with Paramatma. That is why it's important to worship every day, so that when that time comes, you just close your eyes and you're into him. You're bathing him, you're giving him chandan, you're giving him prasad, you're giving him arti, the whole works, mental worship. As a matter of fact, you can perform this now even if you're young. But never make the excuse if somebody tell you and you're young and you're able and all that, but you're just lazy. And if somebody tells you, get some bale patra leaf now, get a lotus flower now. No. It doesn't matter. I'll offer it from my mind. Don't let that be an excuse. You understand? Manas puja is when you want to worship at a different level. It's not like I have apple, I'm going to offer apple, but because I forgot the bay leaf, I worship him. God knows what's in my heart. Don't worry about that. God really knows what's in your heart, and God knows that you're lazy. You don't want to go get it. So careful when you say God knows what is in your heart. God knows everything that's going on in your heart. Right? So be careful with that. Manas puja. Ratnai kalpitamasanim himajale. We have never gone to the Himalayas, but yesterday we closed our eyes and we brought water from the Himalayas to bathe the Lord, to bathe him. Snanam cha divyambaram Nanaratna vibhushitam mrigamada modankitam chandanam. We give him bilpat jati. Jati means what? Jati means jasmine. Jasmine, the scented flower. Jati champaka. Maybe you know champak. Champak means flower. Bilva patra rachitam pushpam cha dhupam tatha. Deepam, you have no deepam, so you take your eyes and you offer it to the Lord. Deepam deva daya nidhe pashupate hritkalpitam grihatam. Then Savarne Always forgets, we go with the katha. Savarne, golden bowl, Navaratna Khandarchite, and on the golden bowl you have 9 gems. You offer it with 9 gems. Gold, pearl, all kind of thing, no? Sapphire, no. 9 gems are the 9 forms of devotion. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam Padasevanam, Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atma Nivedanam. 9 forms of devotion. When you give the Lord anything, you must give Him with devotion. You must do that with devotion. Sauvarne Navaratna Khandarachate Patre Gritam Payasam. I give you a bowl of kheer, O Lord, with my 9 forms of devotion. I want to be honest with you. I give Him sometimes 1 banana, or sometimes I don't have anything to give Him, so I give Him myself. I have a jasmine flower in my puja room, and this jasmine plant in the puja room. And you know what he does, or what it does? I don't want to give it a gender. You know what it does? It bears 1 jasmine flower every day. 1 jasmine flower every day. So you probably can guess how many flowers I use for my puja. Every day, it only gives 1 jasmine flower. So when I do my dhar in the morning, I take that 1 jasmine flower and I put it on my lingam. I say, Bholenath, this is all it has given you today. And then tomorrow it will give another jasmine again. One day it gave me 2. I place 1 on Shiva and I place the other one on Ma Kali. The next day, only one time he gave me 3. I placed on my Sri Yantra. But most days, 1 jasmine. 1 jasmine it gives me. But guess what? That is all sometimes you need if you know the right thing. Jati champaka bilva patra rachitam. A day will come, Mahadev, when I will not have a jasmine to give you. What I will give you? Main khud ko charane aaya hu. Duniya ne charhave phool tujhe. When the world is offering you flowers, main khud ko charhane aaya hu. I will offer you myself, like Gunanidhi. I will offer you myself. Last night we talked about that. That is called the Shiva Manas Puja. You can download it from YouTube. Play it in your home. These things are nice to echo in your home. We will record all of these chants, by the way, BSM voices. And we will let you play them in your home because your home must be echoed. This is the Grah Pravesh we do in our home. Not once a year puja to cleanse your home and next day you have Kangan. Understand? You must echo energies in your home every day. So one is called Manas Puja, Shiv Manas Puja. Today we will do Panchakshar Mantra. We will talk about the greatness of Panchakshar Mantra or Panchakshar Stotram. It is the simplest mantra existing on this planet because it only has 5 syllables. 5 syllables it has. And we will talk about the 5 syllables and what it means in our life. But before that, let us tune up our minds a little bit with Om Namashivaya chanting as we bring Shiv Bhagwan in our life. Then we'll talk about our Shringar this evening, what inspired this Shringar, and then we go into Panchakshar Mantra. Om, all tune. Om Namashivaya, Namashivaya Namah. Shivaya Mahadeva ki jai. Today is Friday. Obviously, the Devi has to take priority. So what happens here, this darshan you're seeing, is Kolapuri Mahalakshmi. Kolapuri Mahalakshmi. There's a place in India called Kolapur. Kolapur. Now there's a story in our Puranas. There was a Rakshas by the name of Kolasura. He came, Kola means fox. Fox. So he came down, Kolasur came on this earth, lots of darshan, lots of vardhan given to him. And this fox of a demon came in the place called Kolapur. It wasn't named Kolapur then. He came and he sucked out the water. No, he drained the place of the water and he dominated that place, Kolapur. Parvati Mata saw from the heavens what was happening. And she came down as a form of Mahalakshmi. And she fought the demon called Kolasur. It was a foxy demon. And of course, was victorious over him. As he was dying, the demon had a request. Everybody has a last wish, right? Antakale chamameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yalti nastrasa sanchaya. Gita tells us a couple of things are guaranteed in life, that whatever you think of at the time of your death, you will all automatically become, right? So if you have God in your life so much and you're dying and you close your eyes and you go, Rama, 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 Om Namashivaya, Om Namashivaya. Guaranteed, no matter how much sins you commit in life, you're going to go to Shiva or Ram after you have paid your debts of your sins. Guaranteed. You'll become one with Paramatma. You sing Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva, you're going to Krishna. Om Namo Narayana, you're going to Narayan Bhagavan. Similarly, if you have a dog that you like the most in your life, and when you're dying, all you think about is, where is Puppy? Or whatever name we give them these days. I like dogs when they're outdoors. Whatever name you give them these days, you close your eyes and you're just attached to the dog so much that you think, or a grandson, or whoever it is, or granddaughter, it doesn't matter. And you know what happens, right? Your last day, Kala Bhairav Yatana, very different process, tells us the last 40 seconds of your death plays such an important role in your life. But forget about that for now. As he was dying, he says, Mahalakshmi, I have a desire. And the mother says, what desire you have? He says, my desire is that as I die, may this place that I ruled over be named after me, Kolasur. And the Devi has things to do, so grant him the wish, and that place became Kolapur. Kolapur. Now there's a Devi in that place, Kolapur Lakshmi. She's very, very famous, Kolapur. If you go to Kolapur, the Devi Mahalakshmi is famous there. But another thing is famous in Kolapur is the chappal, the slippers. There's a special Indian slippers that's called Kolapuri chappal. Kolapuri chappal is very thin and Indian style, very famous in Kolapur. If you go there, Mahalakshmi Mata she is the presiding deity in Kolapur. Those who go there, of course, Mahalakshmi, one of the unique forms of her is that she's not known for fighting battles, but in that darshan, she gives us the ability to conquer all our inner vices, Kolapur. So we thought of bringing Kolapuri Devi. One thing is she's known for. Another thing she's known for is the way she ties her sari. The Devi in Kolapur, at the front, the sari is tied in a particular way. So, we have to do researches when we're doing these things. Because if you present Kolapur, Mahalakshmi, all of them came from Shiva. Shakti came from Shiva. So when you see the lingam decorated as that, they are coming from Shiva. So when we're researching, you got to make sure that, the right thing is presented there. Otherwise, some Noal or some Pandit is going to call and tell you, you have the wrong depiction of Kolapuri Lakshmi. So, you got to do your best. But her hair is set in a certain way. What you see here on her, that is pure chandan, by the way, around her head. Pure chandan. We will use that to give back to people and so on, so you can use it in your life. But it's very beautiful, I think, and the volunteer team did a very nice job in bringing this beautiful Kolapuri Lakshmi to us. Before you go tonight, you must take a little picture and so on and post it on Facebook and Instagram and so on. So tell people their temple has done something nice. Right? Om Namashivaya. Everybody say Om Namashivaya. Om Namashivaya. Om Namashivaya. If there's anybody here who don't know this mantra, please don't raise your hand. Who don't know this mantra, please don't raise your hand. I think some of you are confused by the instruction. If you don't know this mantra, please don't raise your hand. You don't know the mantra, Bhuvan? No, I say if you don't know the mantra, please don't raise your hand. If you don't know the mantra, you don't know the mantra, so please don't raise your hand. Which means if you know the mantra, you have to raise. Are you confused already? Good. So I'm just trying to trick you. Om Namashivaya. Everybody say Om Namashivaya. Om Namashivaya is the oldest mantra of Shiva. And by itself, Om is not counted, Om is not a syllable, but it has to be in front. Om Na Maha Shi Va Ya. Everybody understand? Na Ma Shi Va Ya. 5 syllable mantras. So they're called Panch, which is 5, Akshar, the 5 seed mantras, root mantras of Shivaji. From these 5 syllables, everything else came. The creation of the world came. Nakara, Na, Makara, Nama, Shikara, Namashi, Vakara, and Yakara. These 5 syllables created this entire creation. You okay? These 5 syllables is the responsible for the entire creation. And Shivaji Bhagavan was asked in the Shiv Mahapuran about the greatness of this Panchakshar mantra. So, actually, Krishna Bhagavan is asking Upamanyu. Upamanyu is a devotee of Shiva. He was the one, of course, who meditated to Shivji for an ocean of milk. When he tasted real milk, he wanted an ocean of milk. So Shri Krishna met him one day. And Shri Krishna says, Hey Krishna Vacha Maheshwara Sarvagya Sarvagyana Mahodadhe Panchakshara Mahatmyam Shretumichhami Tattvata. Upamanyu says that, Hey Maheshwara, O great sage Upamanyu, I would like to listen to the glories of the 5-syllable mantra. Upamanyu looks at Krishna and says, Bhole, Madhav, you are Narayana himself and you don't know the greatness of the Panchakshar mantra. He says, no, I know it, but I would like to hear it from the disciple of Shiva. When the disciple of Shiva tells me, then my heart becomes filled. Upamanyu says, Panchaksharasya Mahatyam Varshakoti Sharairapi Ashakyam Vistaraduktam Tasmat Sange Patha Shrinuhu. The details of the 5-syllable mantra cannot be narrated even in 7 lifetimes or understood in those lifetimes. But please listen in brief, I'm going to tell you. He says, it has a small number of syllables, but in essence, it is the Veda itself, the Panchakshara mantra. That Nana Siddhayuktam Divyam Loka Chittanuranchakam. Many siddhas, many saints have tried to understand this 5-syllable mantra. Who are we to understand it? We can only use it as a tool to get to Mahadev Bhagwan. This mantra is the most appropriate one. Mantram Sukha Mukhacharya Maryasheka Prasiddhayet. This mantra is the most appropriate one, which could be conveniently recited for achieving of all desires in life. Om Namashivaya bestows omniscience to all living beings. This Panchakshar mantra is the root cause of creation. According to Shiv Puran, it is a supple-like seed of the banyan tree that gives vast protection over the world. Devo gunatrayatita sarvagya sarvakrita prayah Omityekshare mantro stita sarvagata Shiva. The omniscient Lord, Bhagwan Shiva, is the creator of everything. We've heard about Brahma being the creator, Vishnu being the preserver, Shiva being the destroyer. That concept is there for the Holy Trinity. But please understand, if he is the creator, someone had to give him that position of being the creator. Someone had to give him the wisdom of creation. Someone had to, propel that greatness to create. Mahadev Bhagwan has done that. That's why he's the creator of this vast creation. All of the creation is present in the single mantra, Om Namashivaya. And so he continues to say, it expresses Shivji. When one chants Om Namashivaya, it expresses Mahadev. Expresses meaning what? It expresses his simplicity. Tasyabhidhana mantrotham abhitesascha samasmritaha abhidanamidheyatvan mantrasiddha parashivaha. This mantra expresses Mahadev as he is one expressed by this mantra only. Shivagyana. Shivagyana is vast. The knowledge of Shiva is vast and can only be understood in this mantra. The Vedas are present in this mantra. Sangani Veda Shastrani Sanstithani Shadakshane Natena Sadre Shastam Astrani Matyakwachitaha. The entire Vedic literature. The entire Vedic literature together with its angas, its limbs. There are Vedas and there are Upavedas. They're the main Vedas and they're like Upavedas, smaller or branches of the Vedas that are there. This mantra is the creation of all the Vedas. There's no excellent mantra compared to this. A person who recites this mantra, what becomes of them? Kim tasya bahur bhirman mantre shastrerva bahustare Yasyo nama shivayoti mantroyam hridi sanstuyat. A person in whose heart the mantra Om Namashivaya is lodged. It's not there just to use it once in a while, it is lodged there. A person in whose heart the mantra Om Namashivaya is lodged, then the several other mantra shastras, they are of no consequence to him. That Om Namashivaya alone is good to take him to places. The one who is committed to muttering this mantra Om Namashivaya regularly, that person is supposed to have studied everything, listened everything, and done everything. Therefore, Namaskara Nimadi Sanyuktam Shivayetyakshamattrayam. Therefore, whoever utters the mantras Om Namashivaya with his tongue, the entire life meets with success. This is just me reading from the pages to you the greatness of it. Reading or reciting this mantra with your tongue, your life meets success. I think we are looking so many places for success in life. We want the secrets of success. We want to buy a book that tells us how to be successful. We want to go to a seminar for someone to be successful. And in most cases, that is only when people believe that that method is a successful one. We have to go to a far place, on a beach, or in an ashram, and somebody will tell you something you've been hearing in Brampton for your whole life. But because you paid, you get away from the, the concrete jungle, and you go to a place where it supports your spirituality and meditativeness. You believe that that is the secret to success until you hear the greatness of Om Namashivaya. Shivji Bhagwan is guaranteeing us the minute his name is lodged in your heart or is recited from the tongue, success will be yours. Now they have asked about the fallen. Krishna Bhagwan says, wait, there are people who have fallen in life. What about them? Is there any hope for them? No. When you think about it, I want to use Shivji Katha. We have all month to talk about these things. What happens to those who have fallen in life? Is there any hope for them, any place for them? Is there any hope that they will be revived back to normalcy? About the falling, karma yogyo bhaved mantya patito yadhi sarvatah karma yogyena yat karma kritam cha narakayahi. A person who is fallen because of his following the evil ways and activities and deeds performed by such a person is the cause of their own failing self. Summarize that here. Why would a person fall in life? Why would sorrow be shadowing over you in life? This is a question that Narad Muni left this earth and he went to Bhagwan Vishnu and he asked, Bhagwan, when I came, I see so many sufferings happening, forms of sufferings. People don't have wealth, they don't have health, they don't have many things. Tell me, Prabhu, what can solve their problems? Here, Shiv Puran is telling us that when a person has fallen in life, it is not because someone has let them fall. No one can let you fall and no one can rise you in life. Uddharet Atman Atmanam. Which chapter of the Gita is this? Uddharet Atman Atmanam. Govinda? Which chapter? 8? I'm going to check my Gom tonight. Uddharet Atman Atmanam. Atmanam. Exactly. Teach the children all these verses. Even the big adults, we teach these verses. Uddharet Atman Atmanam. What does that tell you? You must, Krishna Bhagavan tells Arjun, Arjun, I'm just standing beside you here. But I can tell you everything you want to hear or what you don't want to hear, doesn't matter. Uddharet Atman Atmanam. A person should raise themselves by themselves. Because Hyatmano Bandhur Ripuratmana. Because we are our best friend and we are our worst enemy. We are our best friend and we are our worst enemy. So Shivji Bhagwan can be here. Gangeshwar, I brought him out today. Hey, little walk. I brought him out today. He can be here. Nandikeshwar can be here. Sadashiv can be there. And they can be telling me all about the glories of the Vedas. But if I don't want to take the nectar of what they're giving me, I will never be able to evolve as a human being into a divine being. What is the cause of suffering? Upamanyu is saying here, a person who is falling, karma yoge bhavanti etyar patito yadi sarvataha. A person who has fallen is one who has neglected their basic disciplines in life. We will have cavities if we neglected the basic disciplines of dental care, flossing, brushing, whatever we do, right? We will be overweight if we neglect the basic disciplines of life. Eat less, work out more. We will be ill if we ignore the basic disciplines of your mental health. Worry more and be happy less. Who is responsible for putting worries inside of you? Who opens your head and puts worries inside? Who does that? You, not anybody else, right? So the same way we put worries inside of us, the same way we can put happiness inside of us. As a matter of fact, it takes little effort to be happy, but it takes so much time to worry. You got to think about things. You got to And you have to open your entire self to allow troubles to come inside of you. Huh? A person who's fallen because of it is because of his following. Because of his following. Who we follow is very important in life. Who we follow is very, very important in life. This message is not only for young people, this message is for grown people as well. The best thing to do is to follow nobody. So you have no, you have no stray, you have no, because Bandhuratma Atmana, you are your best friend, you are your worst enemy. Now don't take me literally and be a loner in life. You must go on to a friend. Because if you follow my footsteps, you will not have a lot of people in your life. You have a lot of people in your life, but you have very little people you follow. I think it is quite unhealthy to try to like everybody, because when you do that, you forget about yourself. No? A person who's fallen because of his following the evil ways and activities and deeds performed by such a person will cause them to fall into Naraka. That is how fallen is described in the Ramayana, how we fall. Then, how could he be freed from that falling? You've already fallen into Naraka. How are you going to be freed? How are you going to come out of the well that you're in? You're holding on to every piece of grass. When you're in trouble, everybody has an advice for you. This mantra is great. That God is great. Or that God is not great. Or forget about it. What has our God done for you? This has happened always in our life. We let go of Bhagwan in our most troubling times. Why? Because we think God is supposed to not let our family die. God is not supposed to let our siblings die. God is not supposed to let my parents die. If I had followed that, I wouldn't believe in God today, because I lost perhaps the most significant people in my life when I was young. Parents, father 1 year, mother 1 year, big brother the other year. That's it. Went to vacation in Guyana, Dabit gone. So if I am to think that Bhagwan Mahadev has no mercy, what? People have to die and people have to born. But that is the time when we blame the God the most. We stop, go to Mandir, we say, forget about this God, what has God given me? Why has God become so cruel to take away my child from me, my parents from me, my best ones from me? So we stop praying. That is the time when you have to pray the most. Because sadhana will only comfort us. Grieving is not going to comfort you if you let God out of your life. Mahashiv Puran tells us here, it is describing what is fallen. How does a person fall in life? Is when they have let go of all the things and all the people and all the beings that are responsible for their upliftment. When you let go of that, you will fall in life. Now, you've spoken the truth. You've told me how falling happens. Tell me how rising can happen in life. No? Abhakshaya vayumuksascha yeyante vratakarshitaha teshameten vrate nasti mamaloka samagamaha. But when one takes my name, Shivji's name, Upamanyu is telling Krishna, when one takes Shivji's name and they place it at the tip of their tongue and in the core of their heart, what happens? In that case, the devotee will start to see light. You're using the name of God to enlighten yourself. Those who have made their bodies quite lean and then consuming water, inhaling air, fast for me, they are using me as a goal. You're not fasting for the Lord. You're using the Lord as a goal. I want to get to 200 pounds. Those of you who are over 200 like me, if you want to get to 200 pounds, you're using a goal. 200, that's what I want to get to. I'm running every morning, I'm looking at 200. I want to get to you. I'm lifting weights, I want to get to you. Right? I want to get to Shiva. Om Namashivaya, Om Namashivaya, Om Namashivaya. The 200 is not benefiting. If I write 200 on the wall and I'm on the treadmill, 200, 200, 200, I'm chanting 200 all the time. You think the 200 is feeling happy? 200 is not feeling happy. Right? That's my goal, but I want to do it healthy. I don't want to starve myself. 200, 200, 200. The 200 is still there. What happens? That is my goal. Similarly, if I write Om Namashivaya on the wall, and I look at it every day, and I'm Om Namashivaya, Om Namashivaya, the Om Namashivaya written on the wall will remain Om Namashivaya. But what will happen? I will change. Because my body and my mind will be reverberating with Om Namashivaya, Om Namashivaya, Om Namashivaya. He will not change, I will change. You don't fast for God, you fast for you. God is just the object we use to do these things. But please remember, just like Arjun, we all are going to become weak one day, and our big, powerful self will not be able to support us, and all of our money in the bank will never support us. All the so-called friends we have will let us go. And then the Lord, when you fall, He will pick you up. He has never let anyone down. He has never let anyone down. He will not let you down. He will not let me down. She will not let you down. This is the mantra that we can use at the tip of our tongue and the core of our heart to bring God to us. Now, Bhagwan Shiva says, final shloka from here, a person who has been freed from the noose or has been bound in the same when adores me with the 5-syllable mantra, that person undoubtedly gets redeemed. Redeemed. Because the Om Namashivaya, the 200, what you're doing is going to free you. It's going to free you. It's going to free you. And then what happens? Arudrova sarudrova sakrit paschakshare yah pujeta patito vapi mudova machite naraha. A person who's deprived of worship Bhagwan Shivji, or is devoted to Rudra, irrespective of his being a fool or a falling person, if he adores Shivji with Panchakshara. Pujate patito vapi mudeva muchyate nara. Anybody who uses this, a fallen man, a fallen person, downtrodden person, if they take Shiva's name, they will be evolved. You think the treadmill has any idea if you're 250 pound or you're 100 pound? He doesn't care. He doesn't care. As long as you go and you do the running, you're good. Right? Does not discriminate between the heavy or the light. Takes everybody and He gives you the same goal. Shivji is the object, and that is what we use. Now that's the Panchakshar mantra. There is also the Panchakshar stotram. From the Panchakshar mantra, Namashivaya gives us the Panchakshar stotram, Nagendraharai. So we're going to do that Panchakshar stotram. I will talk a little bit about it. But before you fall asleep, let's sing a little song, because if you don't, all of us will jupe. Bole Mahapati Mahadeva ki jai. Nama Parvati Pataye Har 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 Mahadev Shambho. Kashi Vishwanath Maharaj ki jai. Vigna Hare Santap Mitane Yogi Jinka Dhyan Lagaye. Shiva Shankar Rakhwala. The song is saying Shiva Shankar Rakhwala. He's my savior and he can become yours as well. Shiva Shankar Rakhwala Mera. Shiva Shankar Rakhwala Mera. Shiva Shankar Rakhwala. Shiva Shankar Rakhwala Mera. Shiva Shankar Rakhwala Mera. Shiva Shankar Rakhwala Mera. Shiva Shankar Rakhwala. Oh Shiva Shankar Rakhwala Mera. Shiva Shankar Rakhwala Mera. Shiva Shankar Rakhwala Mera. Shiva Shankar Rakhwala. मंगलकारी नाम है उनका, मंगलकारी नाम है उनका। शंभो भोला भाला मेरा, शंभो भोला भाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला। शंभो महादेव। जिनकी महिमा ऋषि मुनि गाए, योगी जिनका ध्यान लगाए। जिनकी महिमा ऋषि मुनि गाए, योगी जिनका ध्यान लगाए। मन उसका मतवाला मेरा, मन उसका मतवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला। ओम नमः शिवाय। जो भी शिव शिव नाम ध्यावे, वो ही मन वांछित फल पावे। जो भी शिव शिव नाम ध्यावे, वो ही मन वांछित फल पावे। ऐसा शिव कृपाला तेरा, ऐसा शिव कृपाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला। भोलेनाथ भगवान की जय हो। हो विघ्न हरे संताप मिटाए, युग युग के सब पाप जलाए। विघ्न हरे संताप मिटाए, युग युग से जब पाप जलाए। ऐसा नेत्र की ज्वाला मेरा, ऐसा नेत्र की ज्वाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला। ज्ञानी जिन है विचारत हारे, भक्तन के वो खरा दुआरे। ज्ञानी जिन है विचारत हारे, भक्तन के वो खरा दुआरे। ऐसा दीन दयाला मेरा, ऐसा दीन दयाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला। अरे मंगलकारी नाम है Shivaya, Om Namah 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 Shivaya. Vigna Hare Santap Mitaye, युग युग के सब पाप जला दे. Vigna Hare Santap Mitade. This is what the name of Shiva does. This is what the name of Shiva does. Vigna Hare Santap Mitade. This is the power of Om Namashivaya. So from Namashivaya we come. That now is a Mool mantra. It's good teaching. Remember these things. There comes now from Panchakshar mantra comes a Panchakshar stotram. So the key in all of this is remembering the order of Namashivaya. Now what does Na given to? Nagendra Haray. Na is for Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya, and so on. So it has 5 shlokas. So Bhuvan, he discovered something just recently. So you know the Panchakshar Stotram, but the order is very confusing. Which do you say with? Mandakini, Sailachan, Yaksha Swarupa, Jatadharaya, and so on. Vashishta Kumbodh Bhagautamarya. How do you remember the order? Poor thing, know the chanting, but did not know the order. So when he figured it out recently, you have to use the syllables to start the mantra. And the first syllable in Namah Shivaya is what? Is what? Come on, hello, are you awake? Na. From Na came Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya Bhasmangaragaya Maheshwaraya Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya Bhasmangaragaya Maheshwaraya He Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya Bhasmangaragaya Maheshwaraya He Nityaya Shuddhaya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya Bhasmangaragaya Maheshwaraya. Everybody heard that prayer before? You all heard it? Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya. So the first syllable is Na. What is this verse saying? Prabhu, my salutation is to the letter Na. Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya. Please don't say Trilochanaya. Some people say Trilochanaya, right? Because it's how, if you're reading Sanskrit in English. So T-R-I for a lot of people is tri. But it's not Trilochanaya, it's Trilochanaya. Tri, put it tongue between the teeth, but don't bite your tongue. This is the only way to say it. Tongue between the teeth, Trilochanaya. If you do it any other way, you'll get like Trilochanaya and things like that. But Trilochanaya. Tongue between the teeth. Don't bite the tongue though. Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya. I bow to the letter Na, which is Shiva, who wears a garland of the king of snakes, Nagendra. You and I wear gold chain. Not you, not me, you. The Lord doesn't wear gold chain. He wears snakes as his chain. You want to become God? Wear a snake. No? He is Shiva. Who wear a garland of snakes around him? Who has Trilochan, the 3 eyes? Come very soon, we'll talk about the 3rd eye, the meaning of that. Some people say the 3rd eye is when the Lord wants to destroy. No. The 3rd eye, all of you have a 3rd eye here. Right? You want to hear a joke? One person, devotee of the temple, met me the other day and said, Pandit, let's go to Barbados. I said, what? Very nice. Barbados? What's going on there? The first thing you think of, a beach and relaxations. I said, very nice. Maybe she wants to do a puja in Barbados or something. Let's go to Barbados. I said, good. What's going on there? He said, one weekend, Panditji, I went on a 1 weekend trip and my third eye opened. I said, what? 1 weekend? I have lived many lifetimes as a devotee of Shiva and my 2 eyes are still closed. You third eye opened in 1 weekend? Yes, Panditji. There's a course they give there. You close your eyes and the sun come in, and when you open your eyes, you see the third eye and thing. You say, you see the third? Yes. When you hear them people attack, you got to run for your life because there's nothing good coming from that. Your third eye is not a physical aspect. Your third eye is called the Agna Chakra. It is the 6th chakra, starting from Muladhara, from the tip of the spine, then Swadhisthana, just below the navel, then Manipuraka, then your navel, then Anahata, your heart, then Vishuddhi, your throat, then Agna Chakra, which is the eye, then Sahasrara, which is above your head. 7 chakras. Well, 6 in your body, 1 over. You can only open one after the other is opened. Right? Srim Hrim Klim Klaum Ganganapate Varvarda Sarvajaname Vajamana Swaha. Mool mantra for who? Ganapati. You chant that millions of times, Muladhara gets activated, your root chakra. It's an opening. Right? So unless all of them are opened, this one here is not going to be there. That is why Shivji is called Yogeshwar. Yogeshwar. He is a master of yoga. Right? 1 weekend in Barbados, chakra open. $2,500 US. That doesn't include ticket. That is the cost to open the chakra. Nice breakfast, nice breeze, yoga mat, wear some nice clothes, people tell you some nice things. $2,500, you come back with the third eye open. If you never know you had a third eye open, yeah? If you buy these things, and such people are the people, you know, you ask for a little donation to make a little gate or something like that, they get money, but they open the third eye in 1 weekend, $2,500 US. Bapre Bab. Nagendra Harai. I bow to Shivji Bhagwan, who has 3 eyes. Your third eye is when these 2 will fail to operate. When they will fail, everybody come in front of you, you look at them, you only see who they are. Your third eye is the eye. That's why it is above the 2. You're supposed to see things that these 2 cannot see. It is a vision given to a very few people who can see things beyond what these 2 eyes are seeing. It's the eye of wisdom, that's what they call it. That's what Arjuna got in the Gita. Aneka Vastranayanam, Maneka Bhuta Darshanam. When Shri Krishna manifested himself in front of Arjuna, Arjuna said, where did God? Where are you? You say you got plenty hand, plenty head, plenty mouth, but where are you? Even Arjuna stood right in front of Krishna, but he couldn't see him. We have never seen Krishna in our life and we're trying to see him. Right? So the Lord had to bless him with it's called Divya Chakshu, with the divine sight to see him. Shivji is the one who has the third eye, not a human being, over a weekend trip. Shivji, I bow to Nakara, Nagendraharaya Trilochanaya, Bhasmangaragaya. Bhasma, his entire body is smeared, his anga, his limbs are smeared with ash. Remember I tell you the story about the ash? The ash, my friends, represent nothing. It represents nothingness. When we go in front of Shiva in a big, huge form and says, I am the father of children, I'm the boss, I'm the CEO, I'm the businessman, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the husband. The Lord said, you're already something. What else can I give you? But when we have become nothing in front of Mahadev in the form of Bhasma, then we become worthy. We become worthy of becoming one with the Lord. Bhasma Anga. Bhasma Anga is called Bhasma Anga. He is the Lord. Nityaya Shuddhaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakkaraya Namashivaya. He is the cleanest. Nityaya Shuddh. Shuddha means pure, clean. Tana Shuddhi, Mana Shuddhi, Atma Shuddhi, Vakya Shuddhi, Drishti Shuddhi. When you tell people your heart is pure, that is not enough. Your heart alone, purity is not enough. Your mind has to, Mana Shuddhi. Your body has to be free, Tana Shuddhi. Vakya Shuddhi, your speech has to be free. Drishti Shuddhi, the way you look has to be free. Shravana Shuddhi, the way you listen have to be free. This thing about pure mind and pure heart is not good enough. We have to work beyond that. Shivji is the cleanest and the purest, and who wears the direction themselves as a dress. He doesn't wear much. And Digambar, he's called. Digambar means one who dresses with little clothing. That is one thing you should not learn from Shiv Bhagwan. You should wear a lot of clothes. He's the only one who doesn't wear a lot of clothes. So, next. Mandakini, so Nama. Mandakini Salila Chandana Charchitaya. Nandishwara Pramatanath Maheshwaraya. Mandar Pushpa Bahu Pushpa Supujitaya. Tasmai what? First one was Na. Tasmai Makaraya. Hello, come on, think. Tasmai Makaraya Namah Shivaya. It started with Ma and it ends with Ma. It starts with Na and it ends with Na. Mandakini, what is this prayer saying? My salutation to the letter Ma, which is Shiva. Mandakini is the river that bathes Shivji. That bathes Shivji, who is bathed by the waters of the Ganges itself. Mandakini Salila Chandana Charchitaya, who applies a sandal paste over his body, Chandan. Who has Nandi as his vehicle, Nandikeshwar. Many people will say Nandi is a female name. How do you know his gender? Do you give the devotee a gender? He has an agenda. Anyways. But Nandi is short for Nandikeshwar. Nandikeshwar is the full name of him. He was a son of a devotee of Shiva, Srilad. When Srilad had his son, Shivji came to him and said, Srilad, you are so devoted, this son of yours will have to serve me. And then he gave Shiva his son. Nandi represents patience. Nandi represents wakefulness. Nandi represents patience. No matter where Shiva goes, be it in the valleys, be it in the mountains, he is there patiently waiting for the master. This is Mandakini. We bathe the Lord with Ma. Then Nama Shiv. Shivaya Gauri Vadanar Vrinda Suryaya Daksha Dharna Shikaya. Shivaya Gauri Vadanar Vrinda Suryaya Daksha Dharna Shik. Shri Neelakanthaya Vrishadvajaya Tasmai Shikaraya Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shikaraya Namah Shivaya. Oh, Tasmai Shikaraya Namah Shivaya. My salutation to the letter Shi, Namashi, which is Shiva, who is peace personified. Shivaya Gauri Vadanar Vrinda, who is like the sun to the lotus face of Gauri. The sun to the lotus face of Gauri. He is the sun that brings the brilliance to his consort Gauri. As a husband, we should only bring happiness to our spouse. We should bring sunshine to their life, not pain to their life. Each other, you got to bring happiness to the husband as well. But we're talking about Shiva. He is the sunshine to the face of Gauri. Shivaya Gauri Vadanar Vrinda. He is the sunshine to the face of the lotus face of Ma Gauri. And when the sunshine comes, she opens. She blossoms into a beautiful lotus. As a husband, he is supportive and brings happiness to Gauri Ma, not pains. We have a responsibility in life to our partner, and that is to bring happiness. If you bring happiness and they bring happiness, then happiness multiplied by happiness will blossom happiness. Will blossom happiness square. But what happens? If you bring misery and they bring misery, misery times misery will give you mountain of miseries. If you bring lots of misery and you bring lots of misery, right? Then you have happiness and misery. What will happen? Rajasic life. We have to try every way to bring happiness to people's life. He is the sunshine. Shivaya Gauri Vadanar Vrinda Suryaya Daksha Dharanashikaya. And Sri Nilakantaya Vrishadhvajaya, he brought destruction to the sacrifice of Daksha. I think we know that. Nilakantha, he is the blue neck lord who swallowed the poison, but he did not let the poison go in his body. He did not let the poison go in his body. Every day we are drinking, we are listening, we are smelling, we are eating, we are looking at poisonous things. We are living in a very poisonous world, people. You turn on the news, very often you will see sad things happening. Inflation, war, deflation, theft, murder. Most of what the news is about is sad things. Sad things. You don't watch the news, your day is done. You watch the news before you go to bed, forget about it. Right? And that's because, people latch on a little bit more to sorrows. They don't tell you about the joyful things in life. They don't tell you about flowers are blossoming and places are happy, people are happy. They tell you how many people are sad, not how many people are happy, right? We have to change that a little bit. And it says here, poisonous. We are living in a very poisonous world. We don't know that we're drinking it every day, but we're drinking it. We're consuming it by so many ways, literally and in many other ways. Since we are living in a poisonous world, it is okay to be surrounded by poison, but don't internalize it. In most cases, sometimes the very home that we live in is very poisonous. The very people we dwell among are very poisonous people. The very close friends of ours who you think has your back. What is Chanak Nisti says? Takshakasya visham dante makshikaya mushe visham vrishchikasya visham puche sarvange durjane visham. Takshakasya, takshak, vrisham dante. In a snake, the poison is in its teeth. Takshakasya visham dante. Makshikaya mukhe visham. In an insect, the visha mukham. In an insect, the poison is in the mouth. Vrishchikasya visham puche. But in a poisonous person, the poison, sarvange durjane visham. Poison is present in the whole body. Poison is present in the whole body, in a poisonous person. And so Chanak Niti says, if you see a person, a poisonous snake, run away from the poisonous person, because their whole body is filled with it. We are surrounded by a lot of poison. Don't internalize it. People have to be what they want to be, what they should be, what they choose to be. But don't let it get in you. You got to live life. Live your life. Don't let the horrible boss, the horrible employee, the jealous colleagues get to you. Don't let the early siblings get to you. Don't internalize it. You just live and live your life. But don't let it get to you. That is the meaning of Nilkant. The poison is stuck in the throat, but it will never get down. And then the fourth verse. Vashishta kumbodh Vashishta kumbhodbhav gautamarya Munindra devar chit shekharaya Chandrarka vaishwanar lochanaya Tasmai vakaraya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Namah Vashishta kumbodh bhava gautamarya Munindra devar chit shekharaya. Va. I bow to Va, which is Shiva himself, who is worshipped by the great sages like Vashishta Kumbodh Bhava Gautam Marya. It tells you who Shiva is worshipped by. That is by great sages. Vashishta, Agastya, Gautam. Vashishta Kumbodh Bhava Gautam Marya. Munindra Devar Chita Shekharaya. The Munis worship him, the Devas worship him. Chandrarka Vaishwanara Lochanaya. the burning sun and the moon, Chandrarka Vaishwa Nara Lochanaya. You think that's big and that's hot? The sun and the moon are the eyes of Shiva. Are the eyes of Shiva. When the sun and the moon are so powerful, don't think they are powerful. They are just the eyes of Shiva. Chandrarka Vaishwa Nara Lochan. Lochan means the eyes. Lochanaya. Tasmai Vakaraya Namashivaya. And the last verse now. Are Yakshaswarupaya Jatadharaya Pinakahastaya Sanatanaya Divyaya Devaya Digambaraya Tasmai Yakaraya Namah Shivaya Tasmai Yakaraya Namah Shivaya Are Tasmai Yakaraya Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya. The last verse, Yaksha Swarupaya Jatadharaya. My salutations to the letter Ya, which is Shiva, who takes the form of the Yakshas, who has a fair tufted hair, who is armed with a spear, who is forever filled with peace, who is godly, who is the great God, and who wears the directions himself as a dress. This last verse here tells us Shivaji is accessible to everyone. Go back to the treadmill. Just like the treadmill is accessible to everyone. You know, you're using that number as a goal. Shivaji is that equipment. Use him. He does not discriminate. Yaksha Swarupaya Jatadharaya. The demons will pray to him. The gods will pray to him. And depend on the quality of your devotion, whether you're demon or rakshas, whether you're heavy or light on the treadmill, all of you will be treated as the same. But what you do with what you have is very important. What you do with what you have when you give your sadhana to him is very important. As you leave tonight, please take away this simple mantra. Please take away this simple mantra. Om Namah Shivaya. Yesterday we talked about Manas Puja, mental puja. The Shiva Manas Sutram, download it, play it in your home. Panchakshar Stotra, download it. You can get these things on YouTube. You can get this on Spotify. Everything is free. Plug it in, listen to it for free. Download it, because these are the things you should be playing in your house to enhance your life. I know we are drawn to different music and so on in life, but please understand what you're drawn to is not necessarily good for you. I listen to Bollywood songs. I listen to ghazals. There are chosen songs that I listen to, because every mood of the day requires something else, right? When I'm with the kids, we have some funny songs that we play. We have some motivational songs that we play. Nothing is wrong with that. But when it comes to your sanity, you must understand that these chants are very important. Today we learn Panchakshar mantra. So that today's Panchakshar. When you come tomorrow, I ask you what you learn. Panchakshar mantra. And what it is? Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Today we have two dedications. This is by Dev Ramjivan from Long Island, who's a tremendous supporter of our temple and is always very prayerful. He is dedicating this evening to his mother, Mataji Kemraji Ramjivan, and is from the Ramjivan family. His mother passed away a few months ago, and he is, of course, dedicating this evening partly to his mother. May her Atma attain mukti, and may Bhagwan Shiva always bless her. Let us sing this beautiful song in praise to Bhagwan Shiva, and dedicating it to Mataji Ramjivan, Kemraji Ramjivan, who left her family. अरे दमरू बजाने वाला महादेवा गौरी शिव भोला भंडारी है. This is beautiful kirtan song, so please enjoy yourself. Clap your hand. ओ शिव भोला भंडारी है तेरी शरण. शिव भोला भंडारी है तेरी शरण. स्वीकारो नमन स्वीकारो नमन स्वीकारो है मेरा नमन. शिव भोला भंडारी है तेरी शरण. शिव भोला भंडारी है तेरी शरण. शंभो डमरू बजाने वाला महादेवा गौरीशा. बिगड़ी बनाने वाला हे देवा जगदीशा. बिगड़ी बनाने वाला देवा जगदीशा. हे गंगधरन स्वीकारो है मेरा नमन. शिव भोला भंडारी है तेरी शरण. शिव भोला भंडारी है तेरी शरण. शंभो ओ मंगल मूर्ति दाता हे आत्म. शिव शंभो त्रिपुरारी. हे शिव विश्व विधाता हे हमरे हितकारी. हे शिव विश्व विधाता हमरे हितकारी. हे दुख हरन स्वीकारो है मेरा नमन. शिव भोला भंडारी है तेरी शरण. ओ हे निर्गुण निरकारी हे सत्यम अविनाशी. हे निर्गुण निरकारी हे सत्यम अविनाशी. हे गंगेश्वर दाता हे आत्म परकाशी. हे गंगेश्वर दाता हे आत्म परकाशी. हे गंगेश्वर दाता आत्म परकाशी. हे शूल हरन स्वीकारो रे मेरा नमन. शिव भोला भंडारी है तेरी शरण. शिव भोला भंडारी है तेरी शरण. स्वीकारो नमन स्वीकारो रे तेरी. अरे स्वीकारो नमन स्वीकारो है मेरा नमन. स्वीकारो नमन स्वीकारो है मेरा नमन. शिव भोला भंडारी है तेरी शरण. 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 भोलेनाथ भगवान की जय. Today as well we want to wish our dear friend from the temple, Mukesh, a happy birthday. He's celebrating his birthday today and want to ask Bhagwan Bholenath Bhagwan's blessings. Happy birthday to our kind, loving and selfless dad Mukesh Basiram. Thank you for your advice, wisdom, dad jokes, and wishing you a lifetime of health, laughter and happiness. Love always from your wife Vidya, daughters Vedika and Munisha, and your family and friends. Mukesh is a devotee of our temple. Mukesh and Vidya, of course, prayerful people here at the temple, and celebrating his birthday. Happy birthday, Mukesh, and hope you had a great celebration. And may Bhagwan Shivji's blessings be with you for always. We will dedicate this bhajan to Mukesh. In the meantime, all those who have prasad and so on to offer, flowers and so on, come on up to the altar and you can do that. And you can walk around to Durga Ma and all that, offer your prasadam. Panditji will help you. Pandit Suraj as well will help you. Let us do this dedication to Mukesh. Namami Shankar, Namami Shankar, Kripa karo Tripurari, Jai Bhola Bhandari Shiv Hari, Jai Bhola Bhandari, Jai Bhola Bhandari Shiv Hari, Jai Bhola Bhandari, Jai Kailashpati Shiv Shankar, Jai Kailashpati Shiv Shankar, Sab jante hitkari, Jai Bhola Bhandari Shiv Hari, Jai Bhola Bhandari, Jai Bhola Bhandari Shiv Hari, Jai Bhola Bhandari. निश दिन तेरा ध्यान करे हम, सिमरे मंत्र तिहारा, हे शिव शंकर मंत्र जगावो, होवे घट उजियारा। नमामि शंकर, नमामि शंकर, नमामि शंकर, नमामि शंकर, हरे कृपा करो त्रिपुरारी, जय भोला भंडारी शिव हरे, जय भोला भंडारी, जय भोला भंडारी शिव हरे, जय भोला भंडारी। शंभो शंखनाद से शब्द जगाकर स्वर संगीत बहाया, युग युग से ये सृष्टि नाथा ऐसा डमरू बजाया। तेरी याद भुला के जग में, तेरी याद भुला के जग में, दुख पावे संसारी, जय भोला भंडारी शिव हरे, जय भोला भंडारी, जय भोला भंडारी शिव हरे, जय भोला भंडारी, जय कैलाशपति शिव शंकर, जय कैलाशपति शिव शंकर, सब जग के हितकारी, जय भोला भंडारी शिव हरे, जय भोला भंडारी, जय भोला भंडारी शिव हरे, जय भोला भंडारी। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, Prajapati Mahadev ki jai. Tomorrow evening, Katha continues. Tomorrow we'll start our satsang, of course, at 7 o'clock, and usual thing. I'm totally out of the color routine tonight, as you probably can see. But I think tomorrow is, tomorrow is Saturday, so I'm assuming color will be red. So we are trying to match the lingam. We cannot match the beauty of Mahadev. He is, boundless and matchless, and so we do our best to give him our devotion. Navaratna devotion. Again, if you would like to sponsor one evening, please, please be with us. Sponsor, everything is online, and you can actually be part of the sponsorship. If you're celebrating anything in life, you don't have anything to celebrate, but you just want to celebrate life, please do so. Go online, make a donation, send in a request, and we'll honor it for you. Looking forward to seeing all of you throughout the session. It's a month, so we have a lot to do. Monday evening is Shravan Somar. Puja starts at 5:30 for those sponsoring, because we have a lot to do on Monday. Mondays are going to be elaborate decor, elaborate alankaram, and a lot of people will be here, so we want to make sure you all have a chance to do. We have fresh cow milk coming, not from the store, from the cow, right, to the Lord. We have fresh coconut water coming, fresh cane juice coming, squeezed cane juice. All of that will be available for our people. And the Lord gets fresh coconut that evening, and so on. So come on out. It's going to be very beautiful. Hope to see all of you then as well. That's all my announcements. We can stand now for RT. Everyone is invited for RT. Om yani kani cha papani janmantar krutani cha tani sarvani nashyantu pradakshinam pade pare. Om har 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 Mahadev. Om har har Mahadev.
Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Swami Hari Shiva Omkara, Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva, Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva, Haragi Dhara. Om Jai Shiva Omkara, Om Hare 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 Mahadev, Ekana
कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मामदेव देव। करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा पराधं विहितम् अविहितं वा सर्वमेतत्क्षमस्व। जय जय करुणाब्धे श्रीमहादेव शम्भो। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय। ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। सभी को जय जयकार। बोले गणपति भगवान की, श्री गुरु महाराज की, नवग्रह देवता की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, सियाभुज रामचंद्र की, लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की, राधा कृष्ण भगवान की, श्री गंगा मैया की, यमुना मैया की, नव दुर्गा माता की, सूर्य नारायण स्वामी की, सत्यनारायण स्वामी की, श्री सरस्वती माता की, महालक्ष्मी माता की। जयकारा शेर बालिदा बोल साचे दरबार की। नमः पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव शंभो। काशी विश्वनाथ भगवान की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की, सनातन धर्म की, सनातन धर्म की। सभी को जय जय सीताराम। Thank you all for being here. Please stay back for Aarti and Prasad will be given to you at the door. Nice to see so many of you on a Friday night. Please come back tomorrow. See you all again. If you can be just silent for 1.5 minutes, we usually do a little video with the Lord to post on Facebook. So if you can just be quiet for a little bit, that'll be good. And after that, you can chant, you can talk Om Namashivaya all night.